Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and today I'm going to talk about 5 ways to start respecting yourself today. I actually have this notebook today because I just feel like it helps me organize my thoughts better. So I'm gonna have it today for the video. And number one, keep promises to yourself. This starts off by actually doing what you said you were going to do. You know, if you said you were going to wake up early, let's say you said, okay, I want to start waking up at 5 a.m. and you see that the days keep going by and you just like feel motivated for the first 3 days and then eventually you just go back to your old routine. I actually have the perfect solution for you, and this is something that worked for me very well. I remember when I used to wake up like at 10 a.m. and it was very hard for me because I was a night owl, you know, like I would be staying up all night, just reading, writing, listening to music. And I just felt like it was amazing for me. But then waking up late was just not it. You know, I didn't feel as productive as I wanted to be. So what I started doing was, instead of going from waking up at 10 a.m. and then jumping to 5 a.m., I actually started off by waking up 20 minutes earlier than the certain amount. So let's say you want to wake up at 6 and you actually are used to waking up at 7 a.m. What you could do is the next alarm, you can set it up for waking up, let's say at 6:40 and then 6:30 and then 6:20 and so on, until your body slowly starts adjusting to this new routine. Also, finishing what you start. I know that it could be annoying at times, you know, and as someone that used to procrastinate a lot, something that I kept reminding to myself was like the feeling, you know, after you actually get it done, even when you didn't want to, it's such a reward. Like you feel so relieved. So just keep thinking about that, you know, because self-respect is not loud. It's actually showing up for yourself in the small habits that you do every day. You know, so if you said that you wanted to get the homework done, you know, you could start off by small tasks, you know, like read that first paragraph and then come back later and after you hydrate and then so on, like little by little, your next thing you're gonna know is like you're done, and so it feels like so good. So that's something that actually helped me out a lot, and I just felt like I wanted to share it with you guys. Showing up even when no one sees it. Like I remember when I used to be like, you know what, I want to start a very productive morning routine. But there were some days, guys, where honestly, I just didn't even want to get up from bed. So if you wake up and all you did literally was just like making your bed, that's okay. That's fine. Like you still showed up for yourself, and you don't have to go on social media and post every single little thing. Let's say you had a workout, you know, a 2 hour workout, and then you're posting it so that other people could be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, they were working out. Like that feels amazing. But even if you like didn't feel like working out and all you did was walking for 10 minutes, okay, that's still showing up for yourself, and you need to give yourself credit for it. Like stop waiting for other people to come and congratulate you for things that, you know, like you shouldn't be relying on that. Like even the small tasks are still a win, so I just want you to keep that in mind. Every breaking promise weakens self-trust. This is a quote that I actually love to remind myself of because it's always about the little things. You know, if you say that you are going to do something and you end up not doing it, you are going to start losing self-confidence, okay? And this is very important. But even when the even when things get heavier, if you even do like 1%, like you're still going to feel relief because at least you tried, at least you still did what you were supposed to do. So this is a great reminder and a great way to give yourself credit even in the days that you think you don't deserve it at all. Number two is stop explaining yourself. I remember when I used to be like, oh, you know what, let's say somebody would invite me out to like a party or something, and I would just be like, "Ugh, I actually don't feel like going out today." But then I feel bad for saying no because, you know, I feel like it's rude. And guys, as someone that finally started to think and care about what I think for myself, this was like an amazing habit for me to get rid of. And just know that you don't even have to explain anything to anybody. Like, if you don't feel like doing something, you have free will. God gave us free will, and God does not force us to do something that we don't want to do. So don't allow other people to come and make you feel guilty for self care. There were nights where I was like, you know what? All I want to do today is just watch a movie, stay in bed. Like, I'm tired, but I also want to go out. But you know what? Let me just go. And then I will go, and then I would just be like serious all the time. And then I wasn't even having fun. I did it because I just felt like I had to. But the moment that I released myself from that, and I was like, you know what? You can literally say no, and that's okay. And if that person gets mad at you for saying no, then first off, they're not even supposed to be near you. Because what kind of person um does not understand and does not care about you feeling comfortable being there? There is a way though. Like, let's say someone invites me out, I could literally be like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable with going out tonight, but thank you for the invitation. That is more than enough. That's it. You don't have to give a whole essay reply. You don't have to over, oh, you know, my dog is sick. And you don't even have to lie about this stuff. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel comfortable. That's it. Enough the story. And so the moment that you start seeing that people, some people are not even going to take it that serious, you know, like they invited you, you don't feel comfortable with going. That's okay. Maybe she doesn't feel comfortable. I understand that. That's literally going to be their perspective. Like, sometimes you be overthinking things too much and it's not even crossing the other person's head. So I just wanted to really throw that out there. Another very important key is not convincing people. Like, this was something that happened to me recently, and it was basically me ending a 6 year friendship. And this girl and I, like, we were very close, and something happened. And so she was like overwhelmed, and she completely took things the wrong way. And I actually tried to let her know that that's not how things happened and that she shouldn't be feeling like that, because, you know, like, I really try to save our friendship, but she was basically like being stuck in a cage. And I was like, you know what? I did my part. I try to be the bigger person. I try to let her know that that's not how things happened. And she just doesn't want to listen. So, you know what? I am not going to drain myself. If she wants to stick with that version of me, that's perfect. If she wants to believe that, that's fine. I am okay with losing people that weren't even in my team to begin with. Because if all it took was somebody to say something that's not even true about my name, and you just go with it without even allowing me to explain myself, then you were against me the whole time. Okay, so that's okay. You know, let time do its thing, and stop proving your worth to people. Stop trying to justify yourself more than you have to, because no matter what you say, if somebody doesn't want to listen to you, they're just not going to listen to you. They're not going to understand you. And that's not your role. You didn't come to this earth to tell everyone everything, and for whatever you do, you have to over explain it. And that's just draining, guys. Like, nobody wants to do that. So just let people be in whatever delusional thing they want to be on, and keep it moving. Another thing, guys, it takes me to number three, which is protect your energy. And by this, I mean, it's always in the small little things that we don't even notice at first. But let's say you're sitting at a table where there's always gossip, criticizing other people, just like draining, pointless conversations. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, you know, if somebody is going through something, you shouldn't listen to them and be a good friend, good partner, good family member, whatever. Like, but there's also like a certain point where you just have to be like, okay, this person is just, you know, they're not doing anything to change this, you know. um they're making a super big deal out of nothing. Okay, these type of conversations could actually drain you. You know, you could only help someone to a certain point, but eventually, if you don't see any change, any motivation to actually keep going to change the script, then you have to remove yourself. You know, if you're at a table where there's always gossiping, there's always gossip, there's always criticism. First off, you're at the wrong table, because once you get up, guess who's going to be the next topic? Yeah, you guessed that right. That's gonna be you. So I don't even know why you're hanging out with people like that. But in case you are, just know that not only it will start affecting your mental health, but also your self-esteem. Because you are in a very, very negative environment, and you need to start protecting your energy. You need to stop um feeding things that you no longer get any benefits from. Like I never understood. Maybe it's because people want to, they're so bored with their lives that they feel like they can talk about other people and somehow that's gonna make them feel better. But I guarantee you that it's just gonna make you more miserable. And if you don't pick up on time, yeah, things can end up actually very bad. And number four, we got do the uncomfortable thing. Guys, it is as simple as even walking into the store, and when you cannot literally like find an item, and sometimes we just like tend to not even ask for help. It could actually make such a big impact when we do something as simple as just asking for help, as uploading that video, recording that video, um, asking for that raise. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, yes, you could be scared while you do it and a little bit nervous, and that's completely normal. But the feeling, how you feel after you finally get that done, that's what matters. That's what actually you're aiming for. So don't be shy. Don't be scared to do things that make you feel uncomfortable, because once you actually get them done, that would really pay off in the long term. Okay. And number five, last but not least, learn to speak to yourself with dignity. How you speak to yourself matters, okay? That inner dialogue that you have, that's literally like one of the most important things you could do in your life. Because how you carry yourself is how other people are going to learn to approach you and how they're going to start treating you. If you're the type of person that you're always with um, negative comments about how you look or how something fits you, or just like about things that you do in general, like, oh, I'm so slow, or oh, I'm so naive. Like, maybe at first you think it doesn't really matter and you're just saying it like joking, but other people are going to notice and they will start treating you like that. And the next thing you know, they're going to start calling you names, the exact same names that you actually call yourself. And so when that happens, you unfortunately are not even going to have the right to feel upset, because they're going to be like, but, like, maybe they're not going to tell you, but they're going to be like, but I hear her talk about herself like that all the time. Like, why is it such a big of a deal right now? Self respect starts with you, and you need to learn to treat people, to teach people how to treat you. If you give respect, you should expect it back. But it all starts with you. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.